Hey, it's me Rishikesh Kannan, popularly known as Rishi K. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon now to get the latest videos and get taken into a world of entertainment, culture, sport, business and current affairs.
I like, Shivalika, that the film, for whatever, we don't want to give any spoilers here, talks about adopting a child. And I think that's extremely beautiful. And this is my advice to all my friends who don't have children, including Vidyut Jambal, that,
adopt a girl child.
Have your own. If you choose not to have your own, adopt a girl child. And that must mean mean a lot to you in terms of the story and the screenplay.
Yep, it actually did because we are touching a lot of social issues with this film. So adoption is a very important thing that we talk about in this film. You actually see how Nargis also deals with it. That is the most beautiful part. You see how Nargis and Sameer come to a point where they talk about adoption. So I think it's beautiful that we can actually put this across to people.
Are you better with grown-ups or are you better with children, Vidyut?
He's lovely with children.
No, I love kids.
Vidyut and Shivalika here. The last time this was done on Zoom with our mutual friend Farooq Kabir. And this is so much better, man. You just feel the stillness of Vidyut Jambal's energy when you're face to face with him.
Thank you. I can feel your touch also.
For those of you listening on audio, I just stroked his knee. That's all I did.
It felt nice. Anybody listening on radio, it just felt nice.
How are you, Shivalika? So nice to see you.
I'm lovely. It's nice to see you too after 2 years.
Yeah. 2 years. The fact that you filmed at Hazrat Nizamuddin Aulia, I think that itself must mean a lot. I saw you look with a lot of longing and pain and spirituality through the Maqbool Jali. Talk to me about going to Hazrat Nizamuddin. I mean, my friend Imtiaz Ali says very vibrant things. Unfortunately, I've never been. And that's something I want to tick off my bucket list. So let's start with you, Vidyut.
So, while we were shooting Khuda Hafiz 1, I remember Farooq telling me that, Vidyut, it's imperative for you to go to Nizamuddin because once you reach there is what you'll know that has been missing in your life. I couldn't figure what he said. And lucky for us, we went to shoot the song for Khuda Hafiz 2, and an experience which just can't be explained, and it's something that has to be done. It's a place where you go in and you just get connected to creativity, and that can't be explained. So when I was shooting there, I was not shooting, I was just looking into the divinity, and that's what he's captured. And there's nothing that we had planned. The song came in after we shot the visuals of it. So his brief to me was, this is what's happening in your life, and if you sincerely had to look into God's eyes, what would you say? And that's what I did.
Did you also go, Shivalika, or is it just his shoot?
Just him.
But you've never been otherwise like me. I mean, you've not gone and, chadao a chadar or something like that, no? Yeah. So, maybe it's one of those things that only men are supposed to do.
No, my mom was there with me. So we have women, and it's amazing. It's important for women to go there too, because God doesn't limit you from gender. My mom was there, and we had a lot of female crew, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think with Sufi saints, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
In any Sufi dargah.
Otherwise, you can't.
Otherwise, you
correct.
can't. Yeah. So that's wonderful. I like, Shivalika, that the film, for whatever, we don't want to give any spoilers here, talks about adopting a child. And I think that's extremely beautiful. And this is my advice to all my friends who don't have children, including Vidyut Jambal, that,
adopt a girl child.
Have your own. If you choose not to have your own, adopt a girl child. And that must mean mean a lot to you in terms of the story and the screenplay.
Yep, it actually did because we are touching a lot of social issues with this film. Firstly, a woman going through so much and the way society looks at it. Victimizing somebody is very basic. Like, not just for that particular thing, for everything, like any aspect of your life, you just are always told that, oh, but this is not nice, you've done this. So adoption is a very important thing that we talk about in this film. You actually see how Nargis also deals with it. That is the most beautiful part. You see how Nargis and Sameer come to a point where they talk about adoption. So I think it's beautiful that we can actually put this across to people.
Are you better with grown-ups or you're better with children, Vidyut?
He's lovely with children.
No, I love kids.
So you're better with kids than
No, it's not
grown-ups.
I'm better with kids. I just enjoy kids as much as I enjoy adults because I don't treat them like kids. Like, I don't tell them, Arey, you're about to fall, be careful. I don't do all this.
Yeah.
I see them as adults because I genuinely believe that they have intelligence and they have divine intelligence. And Rishi, thank you really for speaking about adoption and kids. And I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of people who send me messages about they want to have kids. And the desire to have a child is so big that whether you adopt or you can have a surrogate, I think it's an amazing process that
Yeah.
we're going through. And everybody who deserves a child, I wish you all the love and luck. I hope you get as many kids as you desire.
And really, I have a gut instinct that you'd make a very good father. You'd agree with me? Yeah.
He's lovely. I've seen him on
Yeah,
set.
I think you'd make a
with
great father.
Riddhi.
Yeah.
तुम भी तो अच्छी हो.
Beautiful. Oh my God. Seeing him with people, he's brilliant. But seeing him with the child has been another thing altogether. Make boomerangs and cute stuff.
But did you luck out with the child artist? Because there are two versions. You know, people, unfortunately, I mean, they're children at the end of the day. You know, sometimes you put them on a film set, they freeze, they're not natural, they take a lot of time to do takes. But sometimes you just get lucky. I mean, there's no answer to it. It's kismat in a lot of ways. Did you luck out with her in terms of the acting and the performance, or did you have to coax her a lot?
No, to start with, this girl, Riddhi, is a phenomenal natural actor.
Wow.
And for her luck, she had Shivalika as a mom and me as a father. And she had fun. And I promise you, she's grown up now because I spoke to her recently. She's not the same girl I met about a year back. She's a different human being because kids evolve faster than us. But I genuinely think that if you give anybody, whether it's a child or an adult, some time, they will flourish. It doesn't matter. Just be patient with them, including love, anger, everything. Just be patient with people.
You must also enjoy working on this film because of the kind of minds there are. You know, there's Vidyut. Even if you look at the music team, I mean,
Yeah.
my God, I had no clue. Vishal is a lawyer, actually. He studied to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
So he's got this whole rational approach, and then he's got this spiritual side of music. I love Mithun's stillness. You know, Manoj is a wordsmith. And then there's Farooq himself.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about him. Is he a director? Is he a philosopher? Is he a former mixed martial artist? I
He's
don't
got a
know.
vision.
So talk to me about being surrounded by these guys. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of fun and also soaking in some knowledge, yeah?
For me, it's soaking in as much as I can because I'm working with such lovely people, like on my third film. So I must have done something really great in my life to be, meeting these people so early in my life and working with them. Like Vishal, I know him since a while, but we did Jaan Man Gaye. And then now we are doing Rubaru with him. So it's been lovely. Like Mithun, we've known since then. They are great at what they do. So it's amazing to collaborate with people who are, like-minded. Farooq sir has his own vision. Farooq sir is so good with, guiding you through the journey. He has a set vision which he will achieve irrespective of whatever happens. There was COVID. Any director could have been, panicking that, will we be able to finish the film? But he was calm, still. He gets a lot out of me, I feel. Like, as an actor, for me, it's brilliant to work with somebody who can actually make you do justice to the character.
I think with Farooq, he just leaves all the hard work to God and he says, I've left it to you now, so I can just be cool. Which is a nice way of going about things.
Yeah.
Full ups to you. I mean, I have a lot of love and respect for you, and it goes up even more when I see you as a leading man, appreciate and respect your character actors or your co-actors so much. Danish invited me to Prithvi to see a series of kissebazis that he had done. I was just blown, man. You know, I literally fell off my chair because, you know, he was taking Dastan Goi, you know, all these ancient arts, and he was just sitting there enthralling an audience solo, telling stories, you know, and Divyendu also I've had the good fortune of meeting. You know, we spent some time together during Rocket Boys, just hung. I mean, the interview is one thing. And these are all just exceptional actors, and they're there in your film. And there's Sheba, you know, who's just so lovely.
Yeah.
And I saw you at the trailer launch, calling them up, giving them so much respect. And obviously that respect is mutual. So talk to me about these guys, this eclectic bunch of phenomenal stage actors.
So when I came into Bombay, I started looking for work and I started meeting people who had something to offer me, and I started working with them. Anybody who had something, and if they believed in me, I started working with them. And then 10 years later, I realized that it's my responsibility to work with people who have always believed in, whether they've become really successful or not. And the last 2 years, I've started calling up people and working with people who have always thought had brilliance, whether they've it's taken them a while or it's not. So that's agenda number one. And I think it's human to be just kind to people, because I've been one of those actors who were never called on stage. And when I go on stage, I feel very proud to see them, and I love to call them on stage. And I think it's a habit that everybody should imbibe or inculcate. It's good to be human.
And, you know, Shivalika, thanks to you guys, thanks to the film world, I get to learn so much. You know, I was just trying to read about this film, you know, go through the music, try and soak in the film. And I believe Sheba's character is from Maliabad, where they have great arms. You know, I don't know if that ever comes up in your conversation. You know, and here's Divyendu's character, who is supposed to be a Kasai, a good old butcher, but now obviously he's turned into the underbelly, the underground, and things like that. So, I mean, also being in Lucknow with Farooq must be a good lesson in culture and history of that part of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk to me about that. I mean, filming in Lucknow, spending so much time there, 40 days? Yeah.
Yeah. So he shot more than me, obviously. He was in Lucknow for much longer. The city, whenever I had an off day, I used to just go and explore. Chicken curry suits, Bada Imam Bara, I've seen all the main junctions wherever we've shot and we've not been able to go inside and see it. I've done all that during my day offs. Farooq sir has his own stories about Lucknow, which he actually used to sit and share. You know, this is this, this is that, you should go here, you should go there. So his wife actually took me to a couple of stores to buy suits. Yeah, so it's been lovely going back to the same city where we shot the first part in. So people actually recognized us. They used to stop, stare. They used to remember, oh, COVID ke time mein dekhi thi aapki first wali picture. So it's lovely. There's this connectivity. And I am like wanting to go back to Lucknow and promote the film. I want to see the reaction.
You know, these chicken curry work suits that she's talking about, at one time these lady laborers used to be paid 2 rupees a suit. But luckily, a lot of social service organizations and NGOs have got into it, and now they get up to 40 to 50% of the sale price, man, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Because it's an indigenous art. I mean, we have to preserve our art. Yeah. So you're, second time in Lucknow. I mean, you've been there many times, I'm sure, but I'm just saying, hanging there, being with Farooq.
No, for me,
talk to me about that.
What's different in Khuda Hafiz too, in terms of Lucknow is a place that a lot of people in India have shot. A lot of movies have been shot there, but what's different about Farooq Kabir is that if you watch the trailer, there's a jail sequence. And when you go to when you regularly go to Lucknow to look for a place to shoot, they will show you the ABC places. This is the jail. So Farooq is very fastidious about all these things. And he searched, and then finally he went to a college. And that place is a college, which has been converted into a jail. Kasaiwada is not an easy place to shoot anywhere in India to start with.
Wow.
And Farooq Kabir, being Farooq Kabir, he spoke to people. He was very kind. He explained to them the importance of the shot being shot in the real place. And sometimes, so Lucknow for me has been a different experience. What you see, the visuals you'll see in Khuda Hafiz too have never been shot ever. The places in Lucknow, because everything has been rediscovered or refound by Farooq.
And you know, loss is a very strong emotion, and this whole film is based on that. I mean, beyond the action and beyond everything, it's about loss. And I don't think you give yourself enough credit for acting, because there's this particular shot in the trailer of the song where Shivalika, without her makeup and with dark circles under her eyes, looking completely exhausted and in pain, which I think goes with it, she opens the door and she just walks away. And brother, the look that you give, the loss that you display with just pure acting skills, I take that over her action. Yeah, I mean, that's brilliant. I mean, because you have no words to support you, you have no action to support you, and you're just looking desolate into her, and she evaporates, and you're just looking desolate in there. So,
thank you. Thank you.
Are you looking back at your acting graph? You know, the action graph will always be there. I mean, you're the OG, man. But do you see a marked improvement? Do you feel there's miles to go? Do you think of those things?
You know, I've never been offered a movie where really I have to express my emotions. Like, Commando is one-man army. You have no expression. You go in and kill everybody. So with Farooq, it's been an amazing journey. He let me be. So he's let me experience a few emotions that really I haven't expressed on camera before. And I'm enjoying, I've really enjoyed being a part of Khuda Hafiz, because it's made me believe that I want to do more of expressions of emotions. I want to express every emotion of mine. So I'm enjoying that. Yeah.
You know what Arnold Schwarzenegger said? He said his most enjoyable film at one point was Junior, because it just made him do comedy, and then people finally took him seriously as an actor. So maybe it's time to do comedy, bro.
No, I've been doing comedy all my life, just on cinema it's
waiting. In terms of Khuda Hafiz 2, I mean, I love the fact that, you know, I find it deeply wonderful that India is a confluence of so many cultures, and the fact that Agni Pariksha is linked to Lord Shri Ram, and you have a movie called Khuda Hafiz. Yep. I mean, isn't that what India is all about? And I'd like you to talk about that, Shivalika.
Honestly, I feel, also I'm playing, my name is Nargis in the film, and I'm Shivalika. So there's a lot. I don't think an actor actually has that language or religion barrier.
Yeah, we are the most secular industry. The media is the most secular industry in the country. Yeah, there's no two ways about it.
I beg to differ.
Why do you say
that? The Indian Army, the Indian Air Force, the Navy, the forces are more secular than anything else. Yeah, we come second.
Second's not bad at all.
I think you can explain Agni Pariksha.
You know, what's most amazing is that Farooq Kabir being Farooq Kabir and me being Vidyut Jamwal, there's no difference in terms of religion. He takes me to Nizamuddin Aulia because he genuinely believes that this boy needs to see this. And I take him to places which I genuinely think he needs to explore. And that's what friendship is all about. That's what being like a good human being is all about. Make the other person experience what you believe is amazing. And yes, Khuda Hafiz, like she said, she's playing Nargis and I'm Sameer. It's very rare that in our movies we talk about cultural marriages with great pride. Interreligious marriages with great pride. And he's displayed it really well. And the songs, they have no caste. They have no religion. And that's what Farooq Kabir is all about.
Yeah, exactly.
And
he
I believe
everything so well that you don't even think about this actually.
Humans are like that actually.
You don't really think, oh, this person is Nargis and this person is married to Sameer. I haven't really heard that. Nobody has actually watched the film and said.
It's funny, nobody's questioned it also that a Hindu or a Musliman ladki ki shaadi kaise hogi.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's so normal.
It's so normal. And like, two people like each other, they should be together. Yeah.
And I believe you did the action choreography. I mean, you do it for all your films, I'm sure. But formally, it has been announced that you did the Egypt sequence.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that? Yeah.
Yes. So I've done. I've been credited early in the past, and Khuda Hafiz has been different because when we reached Egypt, we were told that there's no action director because he's been quarantining in Hong Kong, and our DOP had COVID. The day we landed, like I land there and I get to know this. So I was like, God has his ways to make you do things. I am action director Vidyut Jamwal. So I really enjoyed it. And Farooq is amazing. He held the camera. We just did an amazing job. And when we look back, I promise you, it's divine benediction for sure.
Were you in Egypt too?
No, I wasn't.
You don't get taken to all the nice places.
Yeah. I've only seen it through their eyes. On screen.
That's हम इसको ढूंढने जाते हैं.
Cruise on the River Nile. Cruise on the River Nile. And more. Yeah. Did you actually climb up to the tomb, which they take you in the Giza, in the pyramids? Yeah.
So with great pride, I want to just say, Rishi, that in the history of cinema that's available, nobody has shot a better action sequence. Nobody shot an action sequence at the pyramids. We were there for about 7 days, and the whole world's gonna watch this. From India, we normally shoot romantic songs at the pyramids. The Egyptians were amazed with what we did. And I want to say with great pride that Khuda Hafiz has done some amazing action in pyramids that might not have ever happened.
Wow, you're getting me curious now.
Yeah, really.
And everything, hand-to-hand combat.
Everything from chases. We used the pyramids like pyramids have never been used.
Yeah.
We're talking about climbing the pyramids. We when you watch the movie, you will see the pyramids from a very different point of view.
I saw the film recently and I was shocked.
No, but I'm more curious to know ringside view of seeing him do action on set. Yeah. How does that feel?
So, the jail scene that you see in the trailer.
Where he just runs and bumps into somebody.
I landed that day.
No, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you. You know, for me, what was very exciting is when Khuda Hafiz 1, when we were shooting Khuda Hafiz 1, I remember you on the set. Imagine a girl witnessing everything in the midst of it. That's what.
Yeah. But he's guided me. We were shooting in itna sa corridor.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2-3 feet?
Yeah,
2-3 feet, very small. He's guided me through it. But coming back to the Lucknow story, I knew that he's shooting the jail sequence over there. And I was so curious because it's a full-on action scene. And I'm nowhere a part of that because you'll know why.
No, you are a part of it because we're fighting for you.
I'm the reason for it. But yeah, when I actually went on set to just see it. I landed that day. I was like, just take me to shoot because I want to watch the way he does the action sequences. And I remember telling him, hi from the corridor. And he looked at me, what are you doing here?
It's raining. It's just like...
And report. What happened? I mean, what did you witness?
Amazing. I was shook. Yeah. This guy in mud. It's difficult. You are shooting in sun, rain, with mud on your face. You don't really care what is exactly happening around you. All you're worried about is what is coming on screen.
Beautiful.
So, Vidyut does it the best.
8th of July, Khuda Hafiz 2, Agni Pariksha. It's in theaters. The key word is in theaters. Please give it a lot of love. Please go check out the 2 songs which are already out. Rubaru is already chart busting. Vidyut Jamwal and Shivalika join a stellar cast along with Farooq Kabir, the director. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rishi.